My drink, shoot.
I I'm not even drinking today, but go
Well,
ahead.
I'm drinking. I've had a long day, kind of, even though it's my day off. Welcome, everyone. This is the Men of the Metaverse podcast slash YouTube channel. My name is Brandon, aka Beach Dad. I'm here with my best friend Lewis from My Money, My Life Media. Lewis, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Which one?
I
Go
got a
ahead.
phone call the other day. A man called me, said, P, let's speak to P.
Uh
Yeah, this P. Well, if this P, let me hear you say,
huh. I
man,
was wondering if he was going there.
this ain't no mother clucking P.
Right.
Did you get
Where
it,
did you
Brandon?
get those? Where did you get those? They
Walmart
got
Plus.
those? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Okay.
watch this. Before now, Master P several weeks ago, he was on the internet saying they ain't Walmart, but Walmart didn't put it on the site yet.
Uh-huh.
So I had some in my cart on Amazon. Since Walmart didn't have it on the site, guess what Amazon did, Brandon?
What, they sent them to you? They
Not
they put an advertisement up for it? What happened?
the price was like 3 times as much.
Oh dang.
Once it hit Walmart, Amazon said, "Oh, I got to reset the price." You see how they trying to? You see
But
how they
how? But how? Yeah. But you said Master P. So is Master P and Snoop in that together doing the Snoopos
Yeah,
or whatever that is? Okay,
yeah.
because I couldn't remember exactly whether they were doing it together.
Yeah, this that company. You know, another company forcing them to change the name is supposed to be Snoop Loop, but they said, "Nah, we can't do that." So they just
Right.
call it Snoop Cereal.
Right.
And
That's
it,
dope.
if Brandon, you got Walmart Plus, go ahead, just put one in your cart, man. You
How
know,
you know I got Walmart Plus?
because you already told me. You see that? It's gone.
Yeah. So they were pretty good. How would you rate them versus the competitor?
I didn't have the competitor in a very long time. And guys, I'm obese, so I know what I'm talking about. I didn't have the competitor in a very long time, but this one probably is better. The reason it got the marshmallows in it. One time Brandon made it something with that sugar, like perk your lips up.
Wait, what? Oh, I made it on my channel. What you mean?
This channel, you say, "Oh, they put that sugar in there, and make it."
Right. I got you.
Goes out of nowhere, you get a blast of sweetness.
Right.
And I think that's what doing over the top.
Okay.
They got some real competition. I didn't open it. I got 2 boxes. I got
And so how much were they? Because cereal is really expensive now. I don't know
the cereal cheap.
But
$2 and some change, man.
Okay, because if you go get some Cheerios, depending on what store you go to, Kroger, Publix, something like that, it may be $6 for some Cheerios.
You're right. How much? Yeah, this is it's cheap, man. It don't cost that much. So I recommend. I'll go share my screen to show the price real quick. You see right here?
Oh yeah,
$3.30. You see what I'm saying?
So we got a polar bear, a dog, and what else?
Look, they sold out $2.88. You can't beat Brandon. Brandon, you can't beat it for that, you know.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, congratulations for trying to support a black business, and you didn't have anything negative to say. Like I say, sometimes we're hard on each other, but we'll take anything they throw at us at Wendy's or McDonald's or Burger King. Like, it don't matter. We'll still go back. But as soon as one mistake at a black-owned business or a place like that, we want to slander them and say we never coming back.
Nah, it was good. It was. I don't have anything to say now. Me being a manufacturing person, I do know the stuff with my fingertips right now. But most people ain't gonna notice that.
Yeah.
It's a price. It's a price. You want me to tell you?
Yeah. Go ahead.
The gauge of the box is slightly lower than your regular competition. Who gonna know that?
Right.
Yeah, but
and like I say, they what's the Kellogg's and all them, they've been in the game for many years, so they're gonna have
centuries, a century or so.
Right. Yeah. Imagine having a century head start in the business and dominating it as long as they have.
And so much competition. We did a video maybe 8 months ago. They did a stop and a cease of Snoop Dogg and Master P. Mr. They said you can't do that over here.
Right.
Now, Brandon. Now, my mom, I talked to my mom today. I didn't watch how no TV.
Me either, but go ahead.
Do you know what happened in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida?
I heard some about it. I don't know all the details, but a white man opened fire on some black people and targeted black people, not just random people. He targeted black people and ended up killing himself at the end.
Why, Brandon? Why would a man go in?
A white man now.
Well, but let's try not to use that word because we try to reach the masses.
I got you.
So let's say another name. Say wonderful people.
Okay.
You know. So why would this wonderful person, W stand for wonderful? Yeah. We'll be beautiful people, wonderful people.
Right.
So why will wonderful people of this person go into establish like this and just start killing people he never met?
Well, they said he had mental illness, but it wasn't that he was shooting random people. He was shooting beautiful people, right? He wasn't shooting wonderful people or beautiful people or charismatic people. We'll say that for our people.
I had to think about it.
Okay. but he had a specific group of people that he wanted to target. And he had a manifesto, they said, where he has a bunch of hateful stuff towards beautiful people.
You know, in America, don't everybody have a mental illness, Brandon?
Yes. Yes, we do.
If you live in my opinion, if you live in a populated area, I almost think human beings are not designed to live in hugely populated areas.
I agree. But put on top, we're on social platforms. We're seeing all these videos and we're seeing all these memes and stuff, and you're reading all this stuff. Like, that's an overload for your brain. So you're not functioning like you would normally function in the world, because we've got all this technology. We got Wi-Fi. We've got all this stuff, all this stimulation. We're overstimulated.
You're right. We got the world. Little Boosie always said, when he was growing up or when he was younger, his side women used to be around town, across the street, and you only saw the people you work with and saw the people at the store.
Right.
Now, just go for the opposite gender too. They see all people. They see people around the world stunting, buying them stuff. They're like, I may be on Section 8. I may only get paid $5.25 an hour, but I want to go to Paris too.
Right. Right. I deserve it. Right. You deserve it. Why? Right. Why? Let me ask you a question. If Rick Ross buy a pair of shoes, do you think, you should buy a pair of shoes that he buying too? If y'all money don't add up?
I don't think so. He's in a different tax bracket than me.
Right. Or like the same thing, like he'll buy a certain car. Do you think you should buy that same car just because, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So
like right now, payday is on Friday. I'm completely out of money now. So if I spend anything, I'll be going into the negative.
Right.
And when I get paid on Friday, if I'm in the negative, what I got to do, Brandon?
What you mean?
If I'm in the negative,
you gotta climb your way out.
There you go. But now 100 something. That means the paycheck will be 100.
But listen, you don't always live like that, correct? But when you
for past about 6 weeks, yes.
Okay. But this is my thing. Like, it'll change the way you think. As if you have money, you're not really worried about how much money you spend. That's one thing. But when you actually have to think about it and have to maneuver stuff, like, do I really need this? Do I really need to spend this money getting this, that, whatever? Like, it kind of make it into a game a little bit. And it's like, okay, can I survive off of what I got without using credit cards or borrowing some money for somebody? Do you agree with that?
I do. But, Brandon, I probably bought in the last 5 weeks $800 worth of watches, bro.
Why? Okay, well you're not.
You see what I'm saying? And I paid them things cash. You know what I'm talking about? Now, when I say I'm out of money, I run on a credit card. And Brandon, you think I carry a balance on a credit card that's paying interest?
No.
I don't. So I run on a credit card. So
Right.
when I get paid, that credit card say I owe this amount of money,
Right.
my
You're
next
trying to pay
paycheck
it off.
I had to pay off. But that
Right.
means I have less money for the following 2 weeks.
Right.
So it's keep on speed rolling and speed rolling.
And do you
So-
see what you need to take off? Like you try to look at your subscriptions. I know we talked about subscriptions and stuff. Like, is there anything you say, well, maybe I don't need this month since my money is going to be a little less than before?
No, I don't.
Okay, fair enough. But let's get back. Let's get back on track because we way off.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't perfect. Only difference is between me and the regular people. I'll put a small piece of change back every time I get paid, and I don't run like deep in the negatives. Like I can't pay it off.
Yeah, I got you.
So ain't that I like them spin.
Okay.
All right. So how can black people avoid this, Brandon?
Can you avoid it?
Okay. What advice will you give to beautiful people to protect themselves in this kind of situation?
Oh man, it's gonna hurt me to say this, but if you can avoid it, do not go to Dollar General. I'm being serious. Dollar General. Have you been to Dollar General? Not
yes,
trying to
you know, yes.
Not trying to take shots at Dollar General, but is it set up for the consumer to save a lot of money?
They have competitive pricing.
Okay. That is fair, but for the most part, I can't shop there and get most of my goods. But it is set up for people in certain areas so they can do their shopping, so they don't have to travel far distances. But if you go into a Dollar General or if you go into a Dollar Tree, like places like this, it's a different experience between going to maybe a Target or a Whole Foods or stuff like that. Do you think this man would have went in there and went to a Whole Foods and did this?
No.
Do you think he would have went to? Well, he may go to Target or somewhere like that, but he picked this area for a reason. Like I said, he said, where are black people going to be? He knew exactly where a lot of them would be. Not saying that it's all black people, but I'm just saying he thought about it and he went to Dollar General.
One of the best repellents for black people, one of the best repellents for beautiful people is hiking your prices up at stores. I went to Harris Teeter Friday. Everything in Harris Teeter costs at least $1 more to food. Every single thing.
That's
some things cost $45.
Right.
And when I left Harris Teeter, I said, let me go to the liquor store over here. So Harris Teeter is only in certain neighborhoods. So I went to the liquor store. I bought I looked at the same liquor I bought the previous week that I was gonna buy it here. In the black neighborhood, in the beautiful people neighborhood, that liquor is $22.99. In the wonderful people neighborhood, that thing was $29.99. 2 miles away.
So you think they do that to keep people away, or because they know certain people are going to go there and pay no matter what, so they don't have to go over to that area?
America does not like to focus on systematic racism no more and segregation. How America now segregates people with prices.
Right.
The price of your home, the price of your rent, the price of your food. And that will deter people.
Right.
Brandon works at Target. I ain't buying nothing out of no Target. Because I'm not paying the extra $2 for some cashews. And you know that's what y'all doing.
Right. All those prices too high, way too high.
So, but hey, you have a certain class, a certain scale. So my lessons learned, guys, beautiful people, with anybody, learn how to defend yourself. Ryan Christopher Palmer was a coward. Yeah. He was not prepared to fight. He wanted to go for soft targets, and he ended up offing himself at the end.
Yeah.
Learn how to protect yourself.
So, but you say learn how to protect yourself, not to cut you off, to stop you from going to the next thing. Do you think people should have had a firearm? Because Florida is open carry. Didn't it happen in Jacksonville?
Yes. Some, if you comfortable concealed carry, I don't like open carry, but concealed carry, may work, but everybody don't need a firearm in the state of America is now. Since everybody is aggressive, everybody got something going on.
Right.
Like I don't want to describe nobody, but I bet these two ladies in this picture, they ready to fight somebody if something happens.
Right, dude. They look like gun carriers.
No, but they look like they'll swing on fist. So, you know, that's just me stereotyping. Now, Brandon, let's go to the next topic. This is one of your favorite rappers, female rappers. I think she go by the name Glorilla. So let's check her out.
Hey, ladies, how are you? I'm gonna call my twin, and I just want to let y'all know: be toxic for the rest of your 20s. You only get one life. Live your toxic 20s. You never get to be 20 years old, 21, 22, 23, 24, none of that ever again in your life. Be toxic, because don't get in your 30s thinking you could just go slashing tires and doing all this crazy shit. You too old for that now. You too mature. Be toxic for the rest of your 20s. And if you delusional, turn this shit up a notch. Enjoy the rest of your 20s. You only get to do this shit one time.
All right, Brandon. I don't want to. We are two guys, so we don't want to talk about too much about women on this channel. So let's flip it to the male gender.
Okay.
If she was a male, she'll say y'all guys need to be toxic. Now, you as a middle-aged man, would you recommend that for people in their 20s?
No, I wouldn't. And I would be insane to say that. And women would call me out for it, would they not?
They will. What in your opinion, if a guy, what do guys
I think that's
in their 20s, what do they do toxic in their 20s?
I guess cheat on women, lead women on, try to have sex with a lot of women.
Okay, let me give you a correction. That's teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. That's all the time.
Right. But in your 20s, I'm not sure. I mean, like I say, what can men do that's toxic? I mean, they
I'm about to tell you.
Okay, go ahead. But first, they try to say we're all narcissists, even though we're not. If just because, like I say, somebody lies to you, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're narcissists or they're a mastermind or anything like that. He's just lying to you. You know, he's telling you what you want to hear just so he can get what he wants to get.
One byproduct of being a narcissistic person is great success in American standards. So usually your politicians, your businessman, your CEO, your judges, gentlemen in high power, in high leadership usually have those traits.
Okay.
So if you dating a guy who works at Burger King and sleeping on somebody's couch, he's not a narcissist. Because a byproduct of a narcissist is usually great success in the
right. I agree with that.
That means I'm the best. Ain't nobody better than me. I'm always gonna be on top.
Right.
I make the best decision. That's why I'm in charge.
Right.
But your man is standing
so you can't be a narcissist if you don't have any power.
No. I didn't say that.
I'm asking you what you think.
I say usually it comes with power and position in life.
Yeah.
Doctors, lawyers, that kind of stuff. So people be using those definitions all wrong.
Right.
But here's some examples of a guy in his 20s being toxic. Stealing Kias and Hyundais.
You said a hood rat. That's just a ratchet behavior.
No, that's toxic.
Yeah, you're right.
Every time you get around a female, big, tall, short, fat, ugly, you're busting inside her.
Okay, I got you.
You having unprotected sex with a whole lot of different people, and you ain't getting checked out.
Right. And that sounds like good advice to do, right? I should be encouraging people to do this.
I'm toxic. Somebody step on your Michael Jordan titty shoes, aka your charisma titty shoes. You ready to fight somebody over $125 shoe you got on sale.
Right.
That's toxic behavior. Here's another toxic behavior. As a young male, from the age of 18 to 30, that's where your life is. That's everything you do in those years. Most likely, that's going to project it, inject on your life. Brandon, when did you get your CDL?
I got it down in my 20s.
Oh, you see what happened? Brandon, when did I graduate college?
20s, in your 20s, early 20s.
You see? Brandon, when do all the engineers get out of college?
In their 20s.
Brandon, when do people get master degrees? Usually
late 20s, maybe early 30s, depending on what they got going on. But this is the time you should be turning up. You should be ratchet. You should be toxic, right? You don't worry about going to class. Don't worry about getting an education. We should just be partying, going on vacation somehow, even though you're in your 20s. Louis, how many vacations did you go on when you was in your 20s? Like, it just seems like people want to be in a party mode. You got to go to Italy. You got to go to Dubai.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Once or twice a year, to Myrtle Beach or something local.
Right. That ain't big enough. You got to go to Greece in your 20s, and you want to have $100,000 vehicle. And like all these, you have to be in nice hotels. You know how expensive hotels are. We went to Jacksonville and Arizona like for a couple of days. The hotels are expensive. Like to get into a nice hotel, like it's expensive, and they have all those fees and stuff. That'll set you back if you work in a regular job in your 20s. Most people haven't even graduated. Even if they have graduated, they're just getting into their career, and you still have debt. And you may be making good money, but you don't have enough money to be traveling across the world, going on vacation, doing all these things, going out to eat, doing all these things we see online that we see people doing online, and they're making it seem like it's just normal. I just want to know where people getting all this money to be ratchet, to be toxic.
Well, here's a lesson you can learn for male and female. What you do in your 20s prepares you what you're going to do for the rest of your life.
All right.
If you want to be a millionaire, which many people say they want to be. Hold on. I heard dog barking.
But
okay, if you want to be a millionaire, like people say they want to, one of the smartest things you could do is invest $100 or $75 a week into a Roth IRA or some kind of brokerage account in your 20s.
Right.
And if you just do that from your 10 years in your 20s, you'll be a millionaire by in your 50s.
Right. But let me ask you this. You think Glorilla is a millionaire?
Yes.
You do. I don't think so. I think she's probably earned $1 million, but like I say, I'm not sure what her contract looking like. Can you look at that? Can you click that video again? You don't have to play it, but just go to a part in the video.
Hey,
all right, pause it right there. You see that in the background? Can you look at that?
Yes, I saw I saw the same kind of tissue I got.
Right, that's alarming to me.
Hold on.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying she's doing a video. She's doing regular people stuff, and like I say, she is a regular person, but it's just a little weird for you. Glorilla just went to Walmart and just picked up some toilet tissue.
Nah, Dollar General, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's alarming. But she's a superstar. She's a millionaire. But like I say, she's still a regular person and she still does regular things. But I'm just not sure what's going on with her money. But just say, what if I was Glorilla, and it sounds like she's in the car with her homegirls, and they just going out.
And she look like she's in a Korean car.
Yeah, for sure. That's my next thing. Like, but I'm just adding everything up now. I'm just adding everything up. Like I say, I'm not saying just because you're in these kind of cars. Because look at the headrest. Because we know about cars. Yeah. We know about cars and stuff like that. Like I'm just saying. Now the makeup and the hair and everything is, it's beat or whatever we want to say. But it's just when I start looking at pictures and videos and stuff, I see that it's not in the trunk now. Because you know why she probably got other groceries and stuff in the trunk. But I don't know. I just that's just some of the stuff I look at and think about.
And those small windows and those cloth seats.
Right. So, but I'm just saying. You say this is a millionaire, and like I say, you don't.
Seatbelt is not on. She being toxic, Brandon.
Right.
Now, well, hello. What happened to Kevin Hart, Brandon?
What you mean?
With the
when he was riding on somebody was riding on his lap or whatever.
Nah, Kevin Hart was he was what you call when you go ski. He was skiing on the pavement with no.
That's what I'm saying.
He was skiing on the pavement with no board. Huh? I had that man in a wheelchair looking to walk.
right. But that's what I'm saying. It was like 3 people in a old school car, a muscle car, and stuff like that. They had no seatbelts on. But I don't know. Like I say, she's in her 20s, and we got to be very careful of taking advice from people in their 20s telling you what they should do just because they had a rap song that blew up. Like, she may not know enough about life to give you life advice. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But people make money and they're famous, so we tend to look at them like they're our leaders, and they're really not our leaders. She's running around doing a video and you know how I am about videos and stuff in the background. Yeah. I'm not doing no video in the car where you see tissue in the back. That's just not me. That's what I'm saying. It's just stuff I look for. I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. I'm just saying.
Well, here at My Life, My Money, I do a video with tissues on the back.
But are you a millionaire? Are you the voice of the people right now? Who has better life advice, you think? Who's gotten more gain from life? You or Glorilla?
Glorilla. She said be delusional if you have to.
Is that what she said? That sounds good, right?
I ain't never heard of a fox. I didn't know they was real. I didn't know ham was pork.
Right. But listen, anything a woman says, sometimes I guess people have to ride with it because, you know, it is what it is.
Hey, before we want to go on here, Brandon, you want to pull up that question this guy had, the movement? He may just be a troll.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Can you read that out loud, Brandon?
Yeah. Black people segregate themselves by the guidance of white liberals who can convince black people that they should have their own spaces and their own neighborhoods with no diversity.
Now, the movement won. Please write another comment because you could quit all these lies you've seen on here.
So what's a lie to you?
First thing, let me just read it. See, if you start off with a lie, it makes it hard to read the rest of it. Black people segregated themselves by the guidance of white liberals. All right, let's see here. Brandon, from 1619 to 1864.
Was there any liberals?
No.
What?
Could black people in America live? Could beautiful people live where they want to live?
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't.
Why is that?
Because we were enslaved.
All right.
So we were controlled. We were forced. We was told what to do.
How about this? From 1864 to
when we got free,
1960s to 1930s, could black people live where they want to live?
No, we still couldn't live when we wanted to live. They told us we could, but could
we? No, that's a lie, Brandon.
What? Go ahead.
It's something called redlining. It's something called you go be a sharecropper. You go live on this land that used to be a slave.
But they try to give it to you as you're free now. You can do what you want. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put you over here, and you need to stay over here. And this is what you're gonna be doing as far as work to make money.
Correct. So and after, let's just say after World War I, they had something called the New Deal. All right. And let's just bring in the GI Bill. Those two programs crafted by the people in control. Any beautiful people in control, Brandon?
No.
Those policies that I just said dictate who's going to live here and who's going to live there.
Right.
It was so big that sometimes for a wonderful person to qualify to live in another area, they had to build a highway between them, a wall between them, everything else. If you visit my other channel, I did a video on Locust Points. I was about to say negative stuff in the video, how that area is segregated from everybody else, but I chose not to do that. So black people segregate themselves with no, we don't segregate. We always been controlled where to move, where to stay. I went to a school, I went to a college, was created because I couldn't go because blacks couldn't go to the University of South Carolina.
Right,
so
correct.
They made a college called South Carolina State University. I went there because I was allowed to go to the other ones.
Right. But do you think that's right? Do you think that's right? Because I think they think that's okay. Like they'll gloss over stuff like that. They'll gloss over how we were blocked from getting, the soldiers that came home, they were blocked from getting homes and stuff like that. Like that stuff will set us back for decades. It'll set us back generations.
Centuries,
yeah.
Yes. And his second statement, or her, who convinced black people they should have their own space in their own neighborhoods with no diversity? Well, that we should have our own space in our own neighborhoods with no outside.
But let me ask you this: do white people have their own spaces with their own neighborhoods?
Correct. I talked about it before. Harris Teeter. Everything costs $1 more, and the liquor store right next to it costs $8 more for the same bottle.
Correct.
And they're paying the same price.
Right.
Now, Brandon, you could put down his thing.
I got you.
It was a big debate. Michael Jordan came out. One of the GOATs said Magic is better than Curry as a point guard. Would you agree or disagree, Brandon?
I thought about this. Let me see. What are we talking about here? All around player, championship?
No. Who's
a better point guard? Magic Johnson. To me, I'd rather have Magic Johnson on my team.
And why is that?
Because Magic Johnson can play defense. Magic Johnson can rebound. Magic Johnson can shoot too. Curry is a great three-point shooter. Curry isn't as clutch as Magic Johnson was. Curry is a liability, and people on the offense usually attack Curry, and that's one of the things that separates Curry from the GOAT status. Like, he has a lot of championships, but I don't think he would have won some of them championships if the team wasn't built around him, if he didn't have Clay, if he didn't have some of those other key role players. Magic was a phenomenal player.
And Curry is a phenomenal player too.
He is a phenomenal shooter, I think. Like, Curry can dribble, Curry can go to the hole, but Magic, to me, is a little different.
Now, who you think I pick, Brandon?
I think you might pick Curry.
Why?
I don't know. I don't see you as a big Magic Johnson player. I think because we've never talked about how you feel about Magic Johnson, and I think you may go with Curry just because, I don't know, you don't necessarily like 3-point shooters, but I just think just to be different, I think you go with Curry. Not saying you're trying to be different, but
I go with Magic.
But it's really close though. I think it's really close.
Ain't that damn close.
So why would you say? Well, I think
Magic's a point guard.
I think, yeah, okay.
He's a playmaker. He's gonna make everybody on your team better.
Curry can make passes. He can make some. He makes some passes, but he's not doing what Magic do.
If you put Curry on a no good team,
right? They're not going nowhere.
They'll win 5 games a year.
And that's my point. Like, he's a great scorer. He can shoot the three really good. He can't play defense. That makes him a liability. The other team can attack him the whole game, wear him out, and that's how some teams beat the Warriors. But Magic's gonna guard a lot of different players because Magic is pretty tall too, and he's big, so
he's like a LeBron James without the athletic.
There you go. Right. There you go. Right. And that helps you. Like, he's more versatile than Curry is.
But he can pass it way better.
He can pass way.
And LeBron can pass real good.
Right. But I thought you may go with Curry, but no. Curry. So
I'm a team player. I like basketball.
So where do you put Curry as far as like top players? Is he in the top 20?
Yeah, he could be in top 20.
Okay.
But he ain't no top point guard.
Mhm.
No,
Who would you
uh,
have over him?
Chris Paul for a point guard.
Yeah. There's a
Now, if
lot
he
of point guards I would have over Curry. Even though, like I say, Curry is a great shooter. He's phenomenal, but
now if you talking about shooting guard, if a scorer, see that's
Right,
different. But
right, yeah.
you watch this. I would pick prime Iggy Agazera over Curry on a
Okay.
team.
Yeah. Because like I say, you can do more things with him. He can play defense. He can score if you need him to. He's a great coach as well. Like I don't know how much coaching, and I know he don't have any defense in him. And I don't know about leadership. All those things really does matter on the court. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have those intangibles if you're gonna be compared to somebody else, especially Magic Johnson.
And watch this. Draymond Green can only is good enough to play for one team in the NBA.
But you saw the Lakers be wanting to act like they want to sign him.
He only could play for one team in the NBA. He has to play the opposite of Curry.
Right. Correct.
So he have to distribute. He can't play. He can't score.
Right.
He don't rebound too good. He does play hustle defense, but he passes. So he's like a point guard.
And he know exactly where Curry needs the ball. He know where Clay needs the ball. Like he's so good on that team that he knows his role. He knows how to play it to the max. He's not gonna give you a bunch of points, but he knows the team, and they do what they do, and it works. It did work. It didn't work last year. Like they can win, but they're not gonna win no championship like that.
The Warriors without Kevin Durant,
Yeah,
is a 50-50 team. They ain't the best.
Yeah,
because Curry go cold, Clay go cold, and that's all you got.
Right. And who gonna score? Right. Where you gonna get your point? Draymond ain't gonna score.
They lucked up, beat LeBron James the first time, but why did they beat him, Brandon? You remember?
I remember. Kevin up. What happened? I can't remember the first.
Kevin
time.
Love went out, and Kyrie Irving went out again
in the finals. Right? Yeah. So,
both of them.
Right.
But the next year, Kyrie put a clinic on.
You're right. That's what I'm saying.
He can't guard him.
Can't guard him. Cannot guard him.
And watch this. I take Kyrie shoot. Watch. I could talk crazy. I take Kyrie shooting over Curry's.
Right.
Ask me why.
No, I know why. Because Kyrie's not scared of Curry. Like I think a lot of players are scared of Curry.
No, I said shooting.
Oh, he's shooting. I mean, I will too. I think Kyrie's shooting will go up when he's playing somebody like Curry because he knows there's no defense. So his shooting percentage will go up, even though I get what you're saying. Like you'll take your chances with Kyrie.
Kyrie can shoot a mid-range 3-pointer and
go to the hole.
Go to the hole. Curry, he has a 3-pointer and go to the hole. He don't have. I ain't never seen no mid. How often you see a mid-range shot from him?
You don't really see that, right? And like I say, he go to the hole sometimes too. Like Kyrie can go to the hole if he needs. If you need a bucket, Kyrie can give you a bucket. If you need a bucket, Curry, in the paint, I'm saying
Curry can give you. Now don't fool him now. He learned.
If I say, all right, Curry, go to the hole and score, he can't do it like Kyrie can. He can try to. It's just not going to be as easy as it is for Kyrie to do it.
Well, Curry got to find find the flow. People got to be lined up, so he had to lay the ball up, but nobody could get it.
I got you.
With Kyrie, and he don't care who Kyrie would be shooting the ball underhand like this.
Right. And it'll go in.
So that's the difference.
All right.
Now, Brandon, what's going on with your beautiful people?
Just another day at the mall. If this is where we are.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me.
Rack grabbing as many purses on display that they can carry on their arms.
Was that a Caucasian?
No, I saw wonderful people in there too. She tried to act like she's shopping.
Right.
Them seen here on surveillance. Police in Riverside, California say they've seen an increase in thefts at this store. This is video of suspects from another robbery at the same store on a different day. The recent mob of thieves comes after 30 people in masks and hoods ransacked a Nordstrom department store,
Dang.
also in California.
Across the country, cases of smash and grab robberies are causing devastating losses for retailers. It's estimated that organized thefts have amounted to nearly $100 billion in losses in a single year.
The recent uptick over the last few years with smash and grab robberies, it is definitely a new trend.
Anyone with information on the Nordstrom rack thefts can contact police at this email. This is Inside Edition Digital.
All right, I'm about to tell you how to solve this problem, Brandon.
Well, who created this problem? I want to blame Joe Biden, but I'm just asking. Why do you think? Why do you think people are doing this now? Why do people feel like this is the answer?
Everything around you is so expensive.
Okay.
You don't have money to even enjoy yourself.
Right.
The women are trained to want $100,000
from their partner or
from their partner.
Okay.
And I just say if I made $100,000, Brandon, I still broke.
Right.
I'm still broke. I got to get to like 130 to be like breathing.
To be okay, right.
Yeah.
And what percentage of people make that much?
Probably about 5% or less.
Right. So in that, those numbers are scary. But like I say, we are
now. Wait, hold on. Let me go a little deeper.
Okay,
now, if your household makes that and y'all work together as a team, y'all should be fine. But as a one person, very few make that amount of money.
That's right. That's true.
I know how to solve it though. This problem.
Mm-hmm.
If you hire security guards, armed security guards.
Mm-hmm. So
if 5 or more people are robbing a place like that, you have the right to open fire.
But do you think that's going to increase people coming in shooting first and then?
See these thieves. All right,
they're not killers.
Right. See, they'll fight you. These thieves right here, brother.
You're right.
And you see how they just relax, like nonchalant. That's what I talk about. Right, it's like nonchalant.
Right.
But if they know, okay, if it's a group of us and they got the right to fire, I may think again about coming up in there and doing them like that.
Right.
You see this, brother? How can society function when all those people ransacking your store?
It can't. And like I say, it's gonna only get worse. Like I said, I was trying to see if I saw the video that you were gonna post, but it's been a lot of that going on lately, and it's just a trend that's gonna keep going. And it's what can we do? It's nothing we're gonna do. Your solution is not gonna be the answer that they choose.
Why not? It don't sound good. Sound reasonable.
It sounds like it'll work, but are they gonna implement that? Even if they have cops, you think if they had cops at some of these department stores, which I think they should, because you got so much money and merchandise in the store.
That charisma money, huh? Made in charisma.
Right. Correct. And people care about that kind of stuff, and those prices are only going up. So that if you get a couple purses, you can flip that. You might be all right for the month.
Now look at this guy. Daddy, the whole food. He up here stealing bananas. No cakes or something.
What is that? Is that what he's doing?
Bro, this is a grocery store, bro.
It does look like a grocery store.
what is he taking in the front? Coffee bags.
I don't know. Play that. Yeah, but what is he taking though? Seriously, I didn't even really realize that when I looked at it. I thought it was at a jewelry store because I didn't really look at the background, but that is clearly not a jewelry store. God, dog.
Okay.
Well, I guess they got
watches. They got watches, so it's a kiosk.
$70 watches in it. So getting some Timex watches. Okay.
Hey, I made. You say I bought Milltown Bears watch. That's what took out some of my money.
Okay.
Last week it came in.
Right. But is there any way to like if he was trying to resell this stuff? Is there any way the serial numbers will come back stolen? No.
Brandon, you know, Facebook Marketplace and eBay right now. I'm an eBay seller,
Okay.
but I bet a lot of the stuff on there is hot.
Right. I'm sure.
Probably Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist is probably the best one.
Okay. What, for hot merchandise, or are you just saying?
Yeah, because it's local. They don't have to worry about no taxes or nothing. You just meet somebody up, exchange, and you're done.
I got you.
Now let's go to this next one. We're almost done, Brandon. Try to keep this real short.
Gotcha.
Attempt at a Dallas apartment ended with a violent shootout.
Dang.
Before the gunfire, doorbell cameras captured one of the gunmen pretending to be a maintenance worker.
Wait, hold on. Time out.
Wait, Brandon. Boy, you open that door, you gonna be effed up.
I'm not about the maintenance man ain't gonna have no bandana trying to write.
Brandon,
He
is this
might.
in California now?
He
Hey,
might.
this guy look like a happy person.
Right.
You know, he look happy like a happy person. So
but
Oh,
you like hold on, maintenance. I ain't put no maintenance requests in.
no, let's watch it, and you can hear what he say.
A burglary attempt at a Amelia Jones is at Dallas Police Headquarters tonight. Before the gunfire, doorbell cameras captured one of the gunmen pretending to be a maintenance worker. He thought no one was home. He and an accomplice tried to kick in the door. Then they found out quickly someone was inside with a gun ready to fight back. Fox 4's Amelia Jones is at Dallas Police Headquarters tonight with the latest on the shootout investigation. Amelia.
Steve, that man who fought back, his name is Ethan Rodriguez, and he told me today that in that moment, he feared for his life.
That's the right
He
words
told
to
us
say.
That he has a
Right.
connection to the man who posed as that maintenance worker, and he believes that this was a crime of opportunity. Saturday, August 19th, around 6
We got a
p.m.,
pencil.
man who claims to be a maintenance worker shows up outside an apartment door at a complex off of Gannon Lane in Oak Cliff.
Oh, yes, they came to check your air filters.
Ethan Rodriguez asked the man through his doorbell camera.
No one came to check the air apartment. No. Yeah, we're checking the air filters.
Rodriguez tells him no one is home and to come back another day.
Much appreciated.
A few minutes later, the man comes back. This time with a friend
And got a gun.
And he got a gun.
Little did they know, Rodriguez is home and had been on his phone talking to them through his doorbell camera.
I wish they hit him.
Right.
Who was all at the door, and I saw him kicking the door with the firearm and fearing for mine and my brother's life. I just let the gun go. I didn't know what to do.
Dallas police say Rodriguez fired 13 rounds and the suspects fired back twice. No one was injured. According to the arrest,
Now you see, Brandon, this is
video
what cops always do. You could be the victim,
right?
But he's shining light in your face, like,
right.
like you got something wrong.
Because they're like, and what would you do? Would you do the same thing he did? Fire before they come in? I'm just asking.
Brandon, this man is kicking the door in.
I'm asking, but like I say, what if he hit somebody in the other apartment? Would you be thinking about that kind of stuff? Well, how would you do? What would you not care? I'm not saying what he did was wrong, but I'm just saying, what would you do?
Well, hopefully you have some hollow point bullets. Hopefully you have some hollow point bullets, and you ain't shooting a rifle.
Right way.
I told him the time I heard that door, kicking that door, all my shots went through that door.
Right.
And then I can open up the door.
Right. And look out.
I just go get me in jail.
Right. That's
That's gonna get me in jail. But Brandon, look, the man is kicking in the door with
a gun, right?
Hand
on the trigger, right?
Hand on the trigger right now.
And still got the papers in his hand.
Still got the papers.
That's crazy. And then so they did catch him. They arrested him, but that's good because I'd be worried about that too.
Then circulated on social media led to Crime Stoppers tips that identified the suspect posing as the man.
And somebody snitched on him.
funeral.
But that's what I was gonna ask you. But go ahead, we'll let it play.
This was basically just a random attack. We couldn't have expected any of this. No, he's not linked to anybody in my family or anybody that we know.
2 days later, on Monday, police
Dang.
arrested Contreras and charged him with aggravated assault, deadly conduct, and attempted burglary. Dallas County Sheriff's Office records show Contreras' criminal history dates back to 2013. The records show he's been arrested and charged with robbery and burglary several times before.
I'm guessing he just thought this was just going to be a lucky payday. No one's home, and this is just free stuff to steal here. No, he thought wrong.
I like that shirt.
Right.
Dallas police couldn't share any information about the man in the ski mask shown in the.
Now, Brandon, if the guy is known for robbing people and burglary, why he's out on the streets?
Right.
Is this the liberals like this guy was talking about?
Right.
But ain't no liberals in Texas.
Mm-mm.
So why is this man out on the streets?
The jail's overcrowded. But let me ask you this: can you call the police on somebody if they break in and then not be snitching? Because that's a big thing in our community. You're not supposed to snitch. You're supposed to just handle it in the streets.
Yes, you could call the police. Somebody knew who that guy was.
Right.
They ran that commercial. You get $5,000 to call the lead to arrest a person.
Right.
I'm sorry, man. I got to get this $5,000. Charlie White.
Right.
That's not snitching. If you part of the game. Now, if one of his criminal friends did it on tour, it's different.
Right. But I think that's one thing people get mixed up. Like if you're a regular person, you're a law-abiding citizen. If somebody's trying to attack you or doing something like that, yes, you could call the police. Like you need to protect yourself because who's going to protect you if you're not going to protect yourself and try to get people off the street that's doing harm to you? Because what if he didn't, call the police that they didn't get this guy locked up? He came back to kill him or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he ain't coming back, man. Shooting like that, he ain't coming back.
You're right.
He ain't coming back. See, people don't want to get hit. Like if in a fight,
they want something easy. They want easy licks. They don't want to fight. You have to shoot out.
In a fight, I may not hit you if I can't sucker punch you.
Right, there you go. Right.
You see, if I can't sucker punch you, I may not get into a fight because I'm not trying. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get shot.
They don't want to work for it either. They want a fist fight or a gun shootout like that. Like no.
Charlie White is trying to make his rounds. I guess his name is dying down. So he did an interview with some wonderful person in California. Mm-hmm. And this wonderful person invited a beautiful guy to talk to him.
Okay.
And there was like, Charles, you a snitch. You snitch all the time. Yeah. I said, I bet your grandma, she'll tell if she sees somebody break into somebody's house across the street.
And he said, no, she wouldn't.
He said, no. You saw this?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't. Well, he said, if she believed in Jesus, she would.
Right. But why would somebody young thinking that grandma wouldn't call the police if she saw something in the neighborhood? That's what people used to do. They used to protect their neighborhood and be crime watchers, crime stoppers in their neighborhood. And that's how you keep people safe. That's how you protect your neighborhood. That's how you protect your apartment complex or whatever you got going on.
Kids don't understand, or they don't understand the word community,
right,
and family. So, what about somebody was breaking into your house? You don't know. Would you like somebody to call the cops?
Right. Would you want your grandma? Yeah. Would you want an older lady trying to stop that from taking your PlayStation 5 or your TV or something like that? Or would you just rather have somebody take it and you just hit the streets and you try to figure out, you get your own justice? I mean, it sounds good not calling the police and you going out to handle it, but that doesn't happen most of the time.
Or they could do what these young people are talking about. I'm on demon time. You know what I mean? You don't want nobody coming in your house talk about I'm on demon time.
Right. When you're trying to work a regular job, you just got off. You know what I'm saying? You got bills to pay.
This thing ain't acting right. Hold on, come on now, computer. I'm on demon time.
Like I said, the rap music pushes all these ideas into young black people's heads, and we thinking that's how we should operate. Because if we're not normal. When like what Glorilla was saying, she wants women to be toxic in their 20s. No, that don't make no sense. But it sounds good, right? It sounds like something she would say in a rap song, which is what she's doing. She's playing a character. And we gotta start realizing these rappers are just playing characters, just like a movie or something like that. And she may do the same stuff she's telling you to do, but she's not making good decisions.
I got a feeling she ain't playing, and my computer is acting real slow. But before we go, Brandon,
my wife just showed me this.
Huh?
I said my wife just showed me this today.
Okay, let's see how I play. Okay, let's play the whole thing. Hold on. Can you hear me, Brandon?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, Brandon. Now, what is going on with little Black and Mild here?
I'm guessing they having an argument. Somebody might have said something slick, and she ready to fight about it. She's ready to die at a football game or a pep rally, whatever they got going on, just because she didn't like what somebody else said.
You say I don't see one person having an argument. I see one person
correct. Well, yeah, right.
Being civil.
Right.
And I see
right.
And I see this right here. Brandon, look at the distance.
Right.
At this angle, she fell back 12 feet.
Right. And the girl that grabbed her to hold her back, she saved her life. So if somebody got that much force, that lady didn't move. She just pushed her arm like that and you went flying. You don't want to fight nobody like that. You really don't want to fight nobody like that. But she, like I say, sometimes people act like a chihuahua like she did, got a lot of bark, and a big dog would come and do just what she did to her.
And that big dog, I don't want to call her a big dog, but that long bread, she don't even see you as a threat.
Right,
that's how I know.
Right. She wasn't scared of nothing.
Yeah, that's how I know she could back it up.
Right.
She gave you that black woman eye contact.
Right. And she was on the phone too.
Yeah.
Look at.
And you drunk too? I said, what, girl? Please get out of here. Talking about chop.
Right.
I could show you look.
But you know what? But this made me think back to when we was in high school and that dude was talking that junk and we was going down the stairs. You remember? You know what I'm talking about? You ain't say nothing. You just took it in. You were just standing there. Next thing you know, you had him up against the wall, choking him.
Cause it was building. It was
right. That's what's going on with her.
10 months, I think. But I was trying to think. I said, "What was that guy name?" Yeah,
I knew his name.
Yeah.
You was taking. He was like, "Okay, you was just processing it. You was processing it, and they say, you just say, you know what? Fuck it, I'm about to do it." And had him up against the wall. And that day he learned. Maybe I should.
I forgot what we was doing before that. What we were going back and forth with each other.
Yeah. Y'all was kind of joking, and I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what kind of relationship y'all had, but he's a joke. Yeah.
So it ain't no joke. I didn't like him.
y'all wasn't cool like that, but
for
y'all
no
doing
jokes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the other dude, I'm not gonna say his last name, but Matthew, you be doing the same thing, but you had to show him too.
That was my fault with Matthew. That was me. I didn't like the way he looked. So that was me and my immaturity right there.
Right.
And hey, look how
you had a lot
person look. I got to mess with.
Right. And you had some interactions with some wonderful people in high school for sure. They got, I'm not gonna say physical, but y'all had some, run-ins.
You know what? It was mostly wonderful people. And every single one of them, even the stuff you don't even know about, it was wonderful people.
Right.
And
I bet you'll see them now and everything will be cool. But
I'm friends with Pox on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I happen to see him doing well in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But for some reason, when you're in high school, you just young-minded and you don't know what's going on. That's just what it is.
All right, Brandon, before we go, you want to do a positive note these young ladies?
I wanted to know what you thought about Miss Richardson too. So, because people think we hate black women. So, how do you feel? Well, if you're not down with toxic black women doing whatever they want to do, that you hate black women.
Well, I'm happy, Miss Richardson. It appears that she's got the right people in her life right now.
Yeah.
It appears. Look like her body is in better. I'm not a gymnast person, but
she looks stronger.
Yes, she's stronger. You'll notice she don't got them wild hair colors.
Right.
And she came out there and showed out. She started her race slow.
Right.
But she pulled the do at the end. And now she's a world champ. On that day, she was the fastest woman on earth.
Right. And that's good to see, because she had a lot of money, and you get big headed and you get too cocky and you lose focus a little bit. I'm not saying that's what happened, but then she got beat, she got humbled, and she came back. And that's a great story. And like I say, she probably learned a lot from that. You're high up, you feel like you on top of the world and nobody, you can do whatever you want to do. But like I say, God sometimes will show you're not finished yet. You still have a lot to learn. And I think that's what happened. So I'm really glad that she won and she got a good comeback story.
And her being this young, usually young people don't see the discrimination in the world.
Yeah.
2 years ago, she was going for the Olympics. They banned her because what did she ingest, Brandon?
Weed, didn't she?
Yes. Then at the same time, a person in Russia was on steroids 24 hours before that event.
Right. And everything was fine.
But they allowed her to play.
Right. Yeah.
Now we have Miss. I love to say that Miss Mrs. No.
Is she married? She's married?
Yeah, she's married.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Miss Blouse. She is another
so she's not changing her name. She didn't change her name? Or she's always been Simone Biles?
Well, one thing, once people get famous and they know about that name, a lot of them don't change that name for business reasons.
I got you.
So I don't know her middle name. Sometimes they put the husband middle name, but it's for business.
I got you.
I
got you.
Why fumble $50 million because I want
right? They be like Simone Richardson. You be like, who is that? Right. I got you.
Yeah, you don't want to fumble the bag just because of a little name like that.
So you'd be okay with, you marrying somebody famous, they don't want to take your last name publicly. I guess on documents they may, say something different, but you'll be fine with that.
Yeah, I'll be fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine with it. Watch this.
You're a progressive man then. Because
Brandon,
go ahead.
Tina Turner got big. She wanted to keep her last name, Turner.
Right.
That wasn't her name, but she said, I earned that name.
Right. That's what I say. What was Ike's name? What was Ike's last name?
Ike Turner, ain't it?
But I thought Tina had a different name. I thought Tina's name was Tina Turner.
No, her name was like Ella Mae Fuller or something.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. The name, once the name get big, you may not want to change it.
I got you.
Like with Beyonce, I think her last name is Carter, but she only goes by her first name.
Got you.
Beyonce.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, don't fumble a bag over a made up concept Brandon trying to die over. You don't know Brandon what. Okay.
It's a slave.
600 years ago, Brandon. What was your name then 600 years ago, Brandon? You was here. Brandon was here 600 years ago. What was your name?
I don't know.
There you go. So how you going to fight?
Let me ask you, do you know why I don't know my name or my history?
For two reasons. Native Americans was killed off. And Africans was killed. Africans was brought over here. So you don't know what color. You could be Blackfoot. Blackfoot Johnson. That's what you look like.
That's true. That's a good point.
A little bit in there.
For sure. I am part Native American, by the way, but go ahead.
5%. Everybody got that 5%. Everybody got the 5%.
What you mean, everybody? So,
okay.
Wonderful people got Native American too in them.
Not. Yeah, they got him now. They got him now. Who's running the casinos? They got him now. Yeah, they got him now. They were making up some names. They come over here. People in Canada.
$5 Indians. Are you talking about?
People in Canada, Native Americans in Canada, switched up. They try to come down here to claim something. You know what's going on, Brandon.
That's true.
You know what's going on.
So would you do that? Would you do that if you saw opportunity? I think, and that's what a lot of people said. They saw opportunity to cash in, and they went for it. Just like the
I would say
stores taking the purses, they saw opportunity.
No, that's different now.
Well, how so?
If the government give it away, you say, "Hell, I paid for it."
But both of them are technically illegal to do.
Which one?
Both of them are. If you're not necessarily Indian or Native American, you can't just try to change your hairstyle and look a little more rougher or more native and say, "Yes, I'm a Native American," where you know that you're not.
In all actuality, Brandon is a white man. In all actuality, Brandon is an Indian man.
Okay.
In all actuality, Brandon is a black man.
Okay.
He got all them DNA. So Corn, how you feeling?
That is true. So
and what kind of makeup you got on?
So do you think I could classify myself as a Caucasian man or a wonderful person?
You could. I'm a wonderful lesbian.
Well, you're right. You're right. You can be wherever you want to be. It's 2023.
Oh, I'm a wonderful lesbian. So that's who I am.
Right. We can't challenge you on that because that's your belief, right?
And you better not say he. If you say he, them, I'm going to HR.
Yeah, right. Well, what's up with Simone Biles?
I think she won her 8th overall gymnast title within the last 24 hours.
And she is one of the greatest gymnasts in the world. So, like, every competition she's in, she just dominates it. And black people have amazing genes. I don't know how we get it, why we have it, but we do have it. Like, you can just see how her body is. And same with Richardson. Like, some people can train and the other, wonderful people can train, and sometimes they're just not going to be the same like our DNA is. They have muscle, to have the ability to jump. I mean, you can definitely work on it and be different, but it's just our DNA is special. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Well, one guy says the black DNA is the most diverse genes in the world.
Mm.
So when you talk to black people, you can have some of the fastest runners are black.
Yeah.
Some of the people who can run the forest are black. Some of the shortest people in the world are black.
Okay.
Some of the tallest people in the world are black. So we touch all over the place.
Right.
And just like you can follow, I know they gonna ban us if I say that, but I ain't saying nothing. Well, Brandon, that's all I got, man.
Okay, well, we'll wrap it up here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching our show. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out some of our other videos. Take care. Louis, you have anything you want to say before we get off here?
Make sure you hit the like button and share this out, man.
All right, y'all take care.